Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's Jen from Polk County Public Libraries back with another virtual alphabet story time. This week's letter is H. So we are going to read some H books and we're going to sing a song called Head, which starts with an H, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. So Miss Amelia is going to read a book called If You're Hoppy, about a rabbit. Hoppy starts with an H. And I'm going to read a book called 100 Billion Trillion Stars with lots of numbers in it, but one of the numbers that starts with an H is 100. And this week we have your early literacy worksheet packets for letters G and H, so make sure to come pick that up. A 100 Billion Trillion Stars by Seth Fishman. Let me tell you a secret. The sun is just a star, and there are maybe 100 billion trillion stars. Circling around our star is a planet that is blue and green. Blue because it's covered by 370 billion gallons of water. Green because it's covered in 3 trillion trees. On the other side of the planet, where the sun isn't shining, you can see bright lights like little stars all over its surface. Those are the lights that come from 2,500,000 cities and towns and villages filled with people, some even reading books, just like you. 7,500,000,000 people live in those cities and on that planet. But do you want to know another secret? So do 10 quadrillion ants. The strange thing is that 7,500,000,000 humans weigh about the same as 10 quadrillion ants, which is still only a small fraction or portion of the 13 million billion pounds the planet itself weighs. That's heavy enough to make a big dip in space and pull the moon into orbit, where it circles and circles the Earth 240,000 miles away. This dip is a force called gravity. Gravity is also what pulls you back to the ground when you try to jump to the moon. 240,000 miles is about 10 times around the Earth, or almost 420 million U's, or dogs, or smallish snakes, or guitars, or baseball bats, lined up head to foot. Now take a deep breath and hold it in for 5 seconds. Just do that another 6,307,200 times, and you'll be a year older. Or don't. You'll be a year older in 31,536,000 seconds anyway. This entire world is filled with crazy numbers, built one on top of the other, making it whole and complete. There are about 1,620 trillion raindrops in an average thunderstorm. The highest wave ever surfed was as tall as a 10-story building. The average person walks something like 100,000 miles in their lifetime, or 5 times around the world. A great white shark has about 300 teeth. You have 20, but we'll have 32 when you get older. Only 546 people have been in space. The longest a person has spent in space at one time is 437 days. In the course of an average lifetime, you might eat up to 70 pounds of bugs or more. There are probably at least 37 billion rabbits in the world. The tallest building in the world is 2,722 feet tall. It is in Dubai. By the time you're done reading this book, almost every single number in it will have changed, getting bigger or smaller right before your eyes. Even the number of stars. I can tell you one more secret about something you can find somewhere among the 100 million billion stars. There's only one of you right here, right now, reading this book. The end.
and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Yay!
If you're hoppy. If you're hoppy and you know it, you're a frog. A frog. If you're hoppy and you know it, you're a frog. Or a bunny. If you're hoppy and you know it, stretch your toes to really show it. If you're hoppy and you know it, you're a frog, or a bunny, or a cricket. Chirp, chirp. If you're sloppy and you know it, you're a hog. A hog? If you're sloppy and you know it, you're a hog. Or a raccoon. If you're sloppy and you know it, squeeze your face to really show it. If you're sloppy and you know it, you're a hog. Or a raccoon. Or a chimp. Or a baboon. If you're growly and you know it, you're a dog. A dog. If you're growly and you know it, you're a dog. Or a bear. If you're growly and you know it, make a sound to really show it. If you're growly and you know it, you're a dog. Or a bear. Or a tummy over there. If you're flappy and you know it, you're a bird. A bird. If you're flappy and you know it, you're a bird. Or a butterfly. If you're flappy and you know it, swing your wings to really show it. If you're flappy and you know it, you're a bird. Or a butterfly, or a pterodactyl in the sky. If you're slimy and scaly and mean, you're never mind. If you're slimy and scaly and you sound like, oh, never mind. If you're slimy, scaly, and mean, perhaps you'd rather not be seen. So if you're slimy and scaly and mean, just never mind. But if you're flappy and you know it, you're a bird. If you're growly and you know it, you're a dog. If you're sloppy and you know it, you're a hog. Feel free to show it. If you're hoppy and you know it, you're a frog. Or a bunny, or a cricket, or a penguin, or a grasshopper, or a mouse, or a lemur, or a kangaroo. So I'm happy hopping, hop, 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 with you. The